All right, well, boys and girls, hope you enjoyed reading through your reader and you continue practicing on that. Let's go ahead and look at one of our phonics page. We didn't do a phonics page last time, so we need to look at page 131, 132. And just like always, first and last name, we see again our bear is telling us that we're going to have to mark the words and then we need to read the words. Anytime that we're marking, we also need to be reading. All right, they did that first one for you. They put that stick above, marked off the silent E, same. So I want you to work on that. All right, I'm going to let you work on that when we're done. I'm going to go through the directions and then make sure you read those out loud. Say those words out loud so that you can hear them with your ears, all right? When you move down, you're going to read some sentences, and we've done this many times, boys and girls. Reading the sentence, and they gave us a blank. Now, they give you two choices. Remember, it's always a good idea to try both choices to make sure you make the right one. Don't just guess. If I read through the first one, Bill rode on the blank, I want to choose the one that makes the most sense, but I'm also going to read both my choices. Yeah, et, us. And then I know which one will make the most sense. Which one is it, boys and girls? Yeah, you should be saying bus. Bill rode on the bus. We're circling the word. All right, that makes the most sense. Bill rode on the yet. Does that sound good? No, not at all. So it's always a good idea to double check. We don't want to just guess, to double check which one makes the most sense as we read through. All right, again, practice reading, practice making sure our sentences make sense. And of course, if we need to mark the vowels on this, that's okay too. But we do need to mark the vowels there. On the back, we're looking at pictures, and we're looking for two pictures that have the same vowel sound, and we have to write that vowel sound. So if we said flag, cake, bat, which two have the same vowel sound? Bat, flag. Can you say those with me? Flag, bat, short A, make the same, and then we would put the A here. All right, look at your pictures. Butterfly, sandwich, duck. Listening for that bike, dime, boat. Listening for the two that have the I. So two things. You have to write the vowel and circle. All righty. And then down here, we've done this a lot, boys and girls. They left a line where they left out a word. It's kind of like a puzzle. We usually call these puzzles. Something we would do together, probably up on the dry erase board or smart board. And we see a line where they forgot the vowel in the middle. Okay? And then they forgot the vowel at the end and the middle. Okay? Those are the spots, that line that tells us where our vowel is missing. All right, good practice sounding out, good practice listening to those sounds, listening for that and again, good practice reading some new words. There might be some new words on there for you. All right, so make sure you're working on the front and the back. I'm also going to go ahead and give you directions on your math. 127, 128. There is going to be something kind of brand new on this, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But you already know, add. We've done a lot of adding. I'm going to skip this part for just a minute and come back to it. We've done a lot of numbers before and after. And again, mom and dad, if they need to write out the family to help them figure that out, that's a-okay. Numbers before and after. All right, I'm going to come back to that front in just a minute. Measurements, we've done. Look at that. Again, they're going to try to trick you. You have to add or subtract. You're going to have to get your sharp eyes. Now, mom and dad, if it helps and they want to take a yellow crayon or something and kind of highlight that subtraction, if that kind of helps their brain, if you see it's confusing them to kind of go back and forth, add, take away, sometimes a little highlighter on that minus is helpful. Might not be a problem. Boys and girls, you got to look super careful. Get those sharp eyes out. Plus, take away. Look at that. I can't just guess. I have to look at the math problem and see what it's telling me to do. And you guys are really good at that, so I know you'll do fine. But just be super careful about plus or take away. And then down here, we see that dime again. We do a lot of counting by dimes. That means we're counting by what? You're counting by tens, all right? And you're going to have to circle how many dimes to get to 60 cents. So do not go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a penny, remember. It's a dime, counting by tens. All right, I want to go back to the front because this is going to be a little different. We have learned nickels are 5, and we have learned pennies are 1. But this is a little different where we're going to count on. Okay, usually we talk about pennies by themselves, nickel by themselves, dimes by themselves, but on this, we're joining together. So that means when I draw my coins, I'm going to put a 5 for a nickel, all right, because a nickel is 5, and then I'm going to put P for penny. Remember, penny, 1 cent. All right, so what they're doing today is adding on. Their nickel is 5, and then joining on, just like an addition. 5, 6, 7. All right, and if it helps to kind of touch and count, that's okay too. But Mom and Dad, you probably noticed already, this isn't something we've done so far. A nickel is 5, 6, 7, 8. And they did that for you to show you. 5, add 1. It's kind of like an addition problem, only instead of giving us 5, they're just putting the nickel. Remember, a nickel is 5, 5, 6, I'm adding on, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so we see that 8 cents. So when you do this, again, they helped you out. They gave you 5 for the nickel, and then you're going to add 1, and then how much, all right? So a little different, as we have not seen the nickel and then penny, penny next to it, but really it's the same thing as taking and adding on. A nickel is 5. We always say that in our head, boys and girls. See that? 5, and then add on 6. That would be what? You would say 7 cents. All right? Let's try another one of those. Remember, I'm going to put a 5 for a nickel. I'm just making a circle with a 5. That's a nickel, 5 cents. And then I'm going to put a P for a penny. 5, say that with me, 5, 6, 7, 8, what would that be? We would say 9. I don't want to get my 9 and my P backwards. I know that's hard to see on that. P for penny, the 9, a hoop and a line that makes a 9. I said my 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's do another one. You guys are really good at these. All right, 5 for my nickel. That's a nickel. And then P for penny. Everybody say 5. And then penny's 1, 6, 7. You should say 7 cents. All right? So that might just be a little different, but you guys are so smart. I know you won't have any problem adding on. Just remember, they gave you the nickel on the front, but on the back, what are those? You have to look really careful. Those are dimes. Dime, dime. Remember, they're little and thin. And that will help you work through that. Again, all these skills we've done. We should be super fast adding, super fast at numbers before and after. We've done these a lot. Great practice. Always remember, you can always practice your number families. Have Mom or Dad tell you a number family like 50. And then you can jump the 50 family. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. And then they can say the 80 family. And you can tap your head. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Just great practice on counting and working on our numbers, all right? So work on those. Got plenty to do. Do your best. And make sure, of course, first and last name on the paper that has a house. Make sure your numbers are faced the right way and do your very best kindergarten work.